It is one of the most significant antitrust cases against a tech giant in a generation in the US. The US Department of Justice, the DOJ, ordered that Google's parent company Alphabet sell its Chrome web browser last month after a landmark ruling found it had violated US antitrust laws with its search business. Opened under the Trump administration in 2020, the case alleged that Google's tactics that made it the default search engine in Chrome, as well as on iPhones and Android devices, were anti-competitive, shutting out smaller search engines in the market.
As alleged in our complaint, for 15 years, Google has pursued a course of anti-competitive conduct that has allowed it to halt the rise of rival technologies, manipulate auction mechanics to insulate itself from competition, and force advertisers and publishers to use its tools. In so doing, Google has engaged in exclusionary conduct to severely weaken, if not destroy, competition in the ad tech industry.
If approved, the penalties could potentially disrupt the tight integration among many of Google's key products and services. The tech giant has promised to appeal. The DOJ also suggested ending exclusive agreements in which Google pays billions of dollars annually to Apple and other device makers to make its search engine the default on their tablets and smartphones.
Well, most people think of Google as a search engine, but Google has a number of businesses, and one of the businesses is the software that is kind of the plumbing for all online advertising. So the software that newspapers use to manage their inventory, the software that advertisers use to buy advertising on that inventory, the matching engine for those two things, the data that you can append to make your advertising more targeted. So the plumbing for internet advertising that's outside of search. And this case is addressing that portion of Google's business. It's about a $30 billion a year business.
As the year comes to a close, Google must feel the weight of its case bearing down. And while it's appealing, it will have a second case to deal with, one involving AI, which itself may be the controversy of the century. Pinar Nisasta, TRT World.